What was a typical day in Vietnam?
Typical day. Generally, you either had duty with, for me, in the Fire Direction Center, which would last about 4 to 6 hours, or you would be on post for guard because we always really had a tight guard system. So the day would start at generally about 5:30, 6. It would be a tolerable, probably 75 degrees at like 7:38 in the morning. You would have, it depended, the beginning we just had rations, these sea rations, you just talked about horrible things. And then later on we had to cook, but beginning you'd start to do these sea rations. Now you're thinking, how bad can they be? Have you ever eaten lima beans and grease in the morning for breakfast? It just, I mean, I'm not sure what was worth being in Vietnam or eating this stuff. It was horrible. And so you'd start off the breakfast, and then you would either wind up on some type of work detail, or you'd go on patrol. And the job of the patrol was to keep the enemy away from the guns so they couldn't assault it. So we would go out a couple hundred yards, maybe as far as 5 miles, to force these people, make sure we didn't have any threats. And when you returned, generally you went back on a work detail. So you either supervised the detail or you worked the detail. And that went all the way through dinner. And then at dinner, again, you're back to the greasy lima beans. But this time, at least, the weather's warm. And then once you finished that, you went right back on guard. And that happened 7 days a week. Yeah, the only time you got off was when you went on R&R.